So I'm one of the rare people who didn't grow up with Fooly Cooly, especially with a lot of teenagers and kids seeing it on Adult Swim. I guess because I didn't really stay up late at night to see stuff like that. It did come out in 2003, so I would have been 8 years old at the time. But when I start to think about it, I probably wouldn't know what to think about Fooly Cooly if I saw it back in the day. I still don't, but when rewatching it for this review, I started to understand what the creator meant, but I'll get to that later. What's the story? A young 12-year-old named Notua is living with his father and grandfather while being friends with his brother's ex-girlfriend Minami. He comes across a teenage rebel named Haruko who runs him over with her Vespa, then uses CPR to save him and then hits his head with a guitar. Then she decides to stalk him. Suddenly giant robots come out of Notua's head, which Haruko fights every time. Oh yeah, and something about a red bird that is called a AniMay Redbird. Haruko is in love with this thing and wants its power. Are you lost? Well, I hope you enjoy that because that is exactly what the show wants you to feel. When you really think too hard and try to understand what the series is trying to tell you, you will get lost. And I'm not kidding on how many people have overanalyzed Fooly Cooly. Even the title gets talked about on what the meaning of it is. Well, after rewatching it, I decided to go on with what the creator, I'm sorry if I butchered this, Kazuya Tsurumaki said. Don't overthink it. When I had that mindset, I started to realize the story of every episode, even though it was abstract. Knowing that there are only a few of them, I'll basically say what's happening in a short way. Episode 1. Notua overcomes an indirect kiss and his friend Minami realizes that his brother broke up with her and has a new girlfriend. Episode 2. Minami is trying to get through life without Notua's brother and is traumatized by her past. Notua decides that she will watch over her. Episode 3. Eri, one of Notua's classmates, tries to deal with her family getting a divorce and trying to get the lead to the school plays so the last moments together with her are well. Episode 4. Notua discovers Haruko's true intentions and implication of sex while swinging a baseball bat and hitting a giant baseball with her. Episode 5. Notua starts falling in love with Haruko and ignoring Minami. He tries to make it up to her, but she doesn't take it well. Notua discovers that Minami only looks at him as his brother's replacement. Episode 6. Notua basically confesses his true feelings to Haruko and kisses her. Now he realizes that he has more growing up to do. Now, you think I'm paraphrasing a lot of these stories, but nope. I just summarize everything in one go. But the anime does the most insane thing just so it'll purposely be hard to get across. At least, that's how I see what's happening in these episodes, but maybe others have seen something else. What stands out to me the most is the animation style, which constantly changes throughout each episode. They go from comedy, manga, abstract action, horror, and South Park cheap style. I don't know why they do this, but I will admit it does stand out from most anime shows. Nowadays, it always looks the same, with some few exceptions. I definitely won't forget the styles it took. The mech battles are also really awesome to see, even though they don't make any sense. The characters are enjoyable to watch, but it's clear what these characters represent. Notua is the straight man to the insane and nutty Haruko. Kamon is basically the funny guy who talks about otaku stuff. Minami is an emotional support, but a person looking for a friend. The mechs are just children-friendly ways of showing an erection. Yeah, it looks like my review isn't really going anywhere, but that's what it feels like. I say give it a watch. Maybe you found something that connected to you, maybe it's a metaphor for puberty, maybe it's nothing but a bit of nonsense for you. But what can I say but I think I can. I think I can.